Joining me now to discuss this and some other topics, foreign policy expert Harley Lippman and Chief Talent Officer at Overwatch Mission Critical, retired Navy SEAL Mike Cirilli. Good to see you both. Harley, let's start with you. So President Trump has been pushing for both leaders, for Putin and Zelensky, to meet. Putin, these plans are not definite. They haven't happened. Ukrainian President Zelensky accuses Russia of doing everything possible to delay or even not have a meeting. Do you think at this point that Putin is holding the cards over Ukraine?
Yeah, obviously. Putin thinks he's winning, and so why should he make any compromises? He's all about leverage. Unless you have leverage over Putin, he's going to continue fighting, and he's putting his thumb in the eye of President Trump. He's firing more drones than ever, and even at civilians directly, the very thing that President Trump is in the most anguish about. So I give President Trump enormous credit because I think he had to try to get on the best side of Putin. He rolled out the red carpet, literally, as we know, did everything to make Putin feel great, didn't even have Zelensky in the room. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Putin does not want peace. President Trump said he went to the meeting to try to get a ceasefire. We didn't get a ceasefire. We didn't get any concession from Russia. So now we have to put in secondary sanctions, sanction China and India, who buy oil from Russia, and this is where they're getting their main revenue to continue this war. The frozen $400 billion in Russian money in European banks, give that to Ukraine, and give Ukraine weapons to fight Russia. And then we'll see if Putin really wants peace.
Mike, do you agree with that? I mean, President Trump said today in the Oval Office that he'll know how to handle Putin and the war in the next 2 weeks. And, then he showed a picture, as we were showing there, of the two of them together saying this. Take a listen, and then I want to get your thoughts.
I'm not happy about it, and I'm not happy about anything having to do with that war. I settled 7 wars, and actually, if you think about pre-wars, add 3 more, so it would be 10. I thought this would be in the middle of the pack in terms of difficulty. No, I'm not happy about anything about that war. Nothing. Not happy at all. We'll see what happens. I think over the next 2 weeks, we're going to find out which way it's going to go. And I better be very happy.
Mike, do you agree with that?
I actually agree with Harley's assessment. I thought it was both accurate and spot on. So it is all about leverage. And Russia is not ready, though Zelensky says he is, because they know Ukraine won't budge on some of the language, on membership with NATO, territorial disputes. And so Putin it behooves him to continue with this war. My concern is the more we push into September and October, I don't think we're going to see a peace deal in 2025, and it pushes into 2026. These sort of peace talks are never linear, but I don't want to discredit what President Trump has done by meeting with Putin. He's made far more, let's say, strides than the Biden administration over the last 3 years. So a very difficult situation that Trump is thrown into. We will get there, but to put a timeline on it would be ill-advised at this time.
Harley, I want to shift gears to Israel. I just returned from Israel. I was there almost 3 weeks. I was literally in Gaza the day before yesterday, seeing the humanitarian aid distribution point. The IDF has started essentially encircling Gaza City as part of the effort to take Gaza, to destroy Hamas. Prime Minister Netanyahu says that there will be no ceasefire unless Hamas surrenders, releases all the hostages on terms acceptable to Israel, that this Gaza City effort and operation will continue. Do you agree with this? Is this the right call? Because there is a hell of a lot of division, I can tell you this, in Israel right now towards the overall operation. Most people agree with the push to end Hamas and to get the hostages back. It's just a question of how to do it. So do you think that Bibi is taking the right course here?
He's really in a corner. He's kind of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. So I think that he has very little option. Hamas's last stronghold is they want their people back, understandably.
Yeah, and there's the other war that's raging right now, and that is the information war and the propaganda war. And that is a very, very vicious fight that Israel is engaged in right now. We got to leave it there. Mike Cirilli, Harley Lippman. Gentlemen, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.